Morning. Happy Friday to everybody. I'm gonna check a few things here real quick. Turn that off. Make sure the microphone's working. Alright, so I've been doing some interesting experiments, if you can call them that. There's something weird, and I need to get on Google and Reddit and start kind of diving into it. There's something weird with the video settings for Satisfactory, and I can't quite figure out what's going on. I don't know if y'all can see on the screen. Barely visible since it's so tiny. Kind of the right-hand side, 3/4 of the way up, there's an FPS counter. It says 90... jumping around 95, 96, 97, somewhere right around there. So when you first load the game up, that sits right around 60. And if you just let it sit here for 3 minutes, it just jumps up. And then your GPU load jumps up. So I've been playing around with different settings, you know, just checking GPU loads and what kind of FPSs to get, or I can get on with different settings and stuff. And there's no consistency to anything, right? Like I think, let's see, where did I leave this off at? So I got it capped at 120. DLSS unbalanced. Now I can play with this thing to get this all the way up to getting like 160, depending on where I'm at. But it's super inconsistent, and it's really weird. I don't know what's going on. Normally I just play with this capped at 60 anyway, since I'm only sending 60 FPS through to YouTube and Twitch, right? Heck, it's probably even less on Twitch. I think it's 30 FPS, but regardless. So I usually just play with this capped at 60, because there's no reason, like if that's what I'm sending, why do I need to be playing more? Like if I was going to be playing by myself, right, then maybe yes, I would see how much I could max this thing out, because I was trying to see, is there a balance between you know, the FPS and performance in relation to like my GPU load, right? I don't want like the GPU load to be maxed at 100% the entire time I'm playing, especially with OBS in the background and multiple other things we've got going on. So that's what kind of sent me down this wormhole, and I really don't know what's going on, right? It's really weird. It almost seems like I even went in and where's the options? Here's the options. And I went through every upscaling method. I turned upscaling off. I did custom screen percentages. I did, you know, you name it, and nothing changed a ton. The max FPS limiter basically has the biggest impact on the GPU load. Like right now, I've maxed at 60, and you know, with all these other settings, I'm sitting at like 61% load, right? And OBS is using some of that. If I go to 120, which y'all aren't going to see anyway, because it's not broadcasting 120, right? Like my GPU load just maxes out 97%. And I'm not even getting a full, like where I'm sitting right now, I think the FPS is at 110-ish, right? Then if you come over here and, you know, if you put this to unlimited, GPU load stays the same, right? It's like 96, 97%, something like that. with Satisfactory using 89, 90, 91, 92% of that. So OBS is obviously got, you know, 5, 6, 7% that it's using. So I don't know. Like, there's no. And then if you go up to quality, right? Like, look, so this is balanced. I'm playing on balanced upscaling preset. If you go to quality, nothing really changes. Like, visually, I don't see anything. Now it may be something visible on, you know, YouTube or Twitch, but I don't see anything. And then also the GPU loads don't change. But if I go all the way down to performance, yeah, I'm max. I mean, I'm getting 130 FPS, 132. GPU load dropped about 1%, and visually, I'm not. I mean, it may have changed a little bit, right? It's like, let me just stare at that one spot there. I'm over here. Quality. Yeah, I mean, it's about the same. There's still Z fighting. There's still reflections. Sitting at 100 FPS, so I'll lose 30 FPS going from performance to quality. GPU load only went up 1%, right? So what's the, and then go into balanced. You know, it is balanced. It's between the two. GPU load stayed the same. FPS is still 120. And then you throw in frame generation into this whole scenario, and I don't know what the hell's going on, right? So frame generation, sweet, cool, nice, whatever. But if you sit here and leave it alone, the GPU load fluctuates all over the place, which makes sense because it's doing extra work. But it's weird how like it'll cap itself out, it'll max itself out, and then it'll back off. You know, there's really no need for. I mean, the visual that I'm going to see, you're not going to see anyway because I'm just not broadcasting that. So none of this really matters as it comes to the streams. It's really, I don't know. It's just weird. I need to get onto the forums and I'm going to turn frame generation off and just kind of see what I can find, because I don't know. I just don't. It's really, really weird. And you know, I need to. So I also did something else. So I have been playing on a 4K monitor. Turn this off. So I don't need the. I was playing on a 4K monitor up until recently, and I had a 1440p one with a higher refresh rate just laying around that I hadn't used in a while. So I swapped it out. Just to see if I could get any sort of hey, morning surplus, you know, added gain to performance when it comes to like the GPU side, you know, just kind of seeing where the loss leaders were. And I'm not sold that I want to stick with this monitor. I'm probably going to put the 4K monitor back on because in reality, like, for what I'm doing, it's not that much of a drastic hit to performance trying to play it on 4K versus 1440p. The current one I have hooked up right now is just a 1440p. I don't even know what's the damn brand, but you know, it's got 165 refresh rate. But I was playing previously on a 4K monitor that was, it only had like a 60 hertz refresh rate, right? I mean, obviously there's a huge difference between 4K and essentially 2K on the 1440p when you're just looking at the screen. Doesn't matter towards the streaming end because I'm downscaling to 1080p anyway, no matter what I'm playing natively. All that the stream's going to see is 1080p. Well, see, that's where I'm I don't know. Like, time will tell if I want to stick with this or not. But, you know, I don't know how much you were listening. You know, when I switched this monitor over this week, I jumped in a little bit to just kind of mess around. I didn't really have enough time to stream, so I didn't. But I've been playing with settings like crazy, and a lot of it just doesn't make any sense. Yeah, lower refresh rate. Did I change the refresh rate in the settings, like for the monitor? Yeah. But yeah, as far as the actual, all this mess, I don't know. Like I said, I'm gonna have to do some digging because, you know, obviously these matter, and I've got everything on ultra. I'm not really worried about that. It's just the inconsistency when you switch from, you know, your maxed out FPS and some of the different upscaling methods and frame generation. It's just the results that you see don't make much sense. You know, and I would personally, I would prefer, like, if I'm gonna sit here and game by myself and not be broadcasting or anything, if I got my GPU maxed out, right, and I'm trying to get, you know, max FPS is one thing, but, you know, I want some consistency when I'm streaming, so I want that GPU. I don't mind the GPU load being down. I kind of want it there. I maxed them out because that's all I'm sending y'all's way anyway. So why does it matter to me? I mean, I could play at 120, but you're only seeing 160. And to be honest, 120 versus 60 in this is not a huge difference, at least that I've noticed. Like, I'll put it on. But that's what I'm saying. So right now, so at 60, my GPU load's sitting around 60%. I put this up to 120. I put this up to 120, and I'm getting 112, right? Just in this spot, you know, depends on where you move around. But now my GPU load just spiked. I'm at 92%, and I was at the high 50s, which is not bad. Like, I can run at that, but if I'm gonna do a 3-hour stream and I want it, it's gonna be maxed out the entire time. G-Sync, I don't know if these monitors have G-Sync. That's one thing I never did check. I mean, I can see. Yeah, I don't know. I'll have to dig into that later. I mean, it's kind of irrelevant to playing around with the game or whatnot, but yeah, I haven't noticed any screen tearing doing that, but you know, this is right now we're set at 120, right? I don't know if you can see any difference. Or it's maxed out at, you know, say maxed out. The max it can go is 120. But I've been playing like the last, you know, all the other streams you've watched, right? I've had it capped at 60. the entire time on the 4K monitor, and I never saw any issues. So I don't know. It's weird. Yeah, exactly. So like it doesn't matter for all intents and purposes when it comes to the stream, because unless you're on a computer, and I'm not broadcasting it, I'm just broadcasting at 1080p 60 FPS. That's all you're gonna get anyway. I'm not going any higher. So anyway, I guess it's time to get to work here. So we'd finished up the... I need to delete this. I was thinking about redoing that. We finished up this quartz. $8K, yeah, right, exactly. I don't think so. How expensive are those monitors? Okay, yeah, we did finish all this up. The only thing that I hadn't done, I was thinking about the other day, is I don't know if it makes sense to mess with this right now. Oh, they don't exist. Well, there you go. Then it doesn't matter. I don't know if it makes sense now to break these up into, because eventually, because I've got the quartz going to different sub factories. So I don't know if it makes sense if we break these up into what. Probably not. I mean, this is a good starting point to get this to outputs. So I was thinking why I deleted this elevator is I don't know how I'm going to get into these different towers. Yeah, I've got a... Well, I say belt. I did a custom... This is a custom belt balancer to give me what I need for my inputs. And I'll do something when I do the outputs whenever I figure it out. So I was thinking, I don't know how I'm going to get in here. Oop, hello. Right? How am I going to get in here to check all this stuff out? And for that matter of fact, any one of these towers. How the hell am I going to get into here? So I was thinking, if I'm making this logistics, right? I was thinking hypertube, yes. I was thinking about if I go down another floor, maybe this can be just access. I can have the elevators come down to another floor down here. And then they can have their stops along the way, right? And then this floor that I'm basically would be on right now, it could be tunneled access, right? It could just be a single pathway kind of to the central corridor. And I could have an elevator somewhere here, maybe. I don't know, it depends, because we're gonna run don't fall in the water. I was gonna run the water pipes up the middle here. I think that's going to be our only, besides hypertubes, that's going to be our only solution, is there'll be some sort of elevator out here. I mean, I'm not sold on this design. I just kind of shit this together, basically. So you can almost ignore this. But I think I'm gonna do that. Oops. Oops. Wrong button. Just gonna get this kind of base down. I don't know where I want it to go ultimately, but at least I can put the elevator in and kind of get a perspective of what I want to do. Nope, stay right there. YouTube delay is 10 seconds. Sounds about right. It seems like it's getting worse and worse and worse. Thought I ran. I swear I ran power underneath here. No, I didn't. I was going to put a priority power switch here. And I have not done that. Oh, I did notice this. Look at this. See how nasty this is? It goes down. Let me get down here a little bit. See, it's going downhill. These vertical mergers, when they can't, like they click where they click, or they connect where they connect, you can't mess with them. Can't merge. You can't. What the hell is it called? Hold and nudge them, and you can't set them at a certain height. No, you can't. Like, look, see this, and then I go to hold it, and it says must be built on a lift. It won't let you. I read this offline when I was messing around, like half an hour trying to get this. It's either going to be too low or too high, where it ties onto this lift, and there's like literally nothing else I can do about it. I don't know. I mean, there may be a way, but I couldn't find one. So as long as you don't look at it, there's nothing to see here. Like from this angle, it looks, you just got a belt going into it. But if you get down here and you want to study it, it's like this through my OCD. Like I was out here flying around and I was like, is that crooked? You could see it far away, right? And I sat here and messed with this, like I said, at least half an hour. Couldn't get it to do anything. I reran every version of this lift, this lift, flipped it around, turned it, you name it, just the whole 9 yards, and couldn't. It just, like, these just have a set spot that they're going to hook on, and it doesn't. If it doesn't match to what you're trying to connect in, you're going to have that issue. At least what I found. I don't know. All right, what the hell was I gonna do? Oh, I was gonna put a priority switch. Where would one want to put a priority switch? Just off the side here? Probably makes sense. conveniently out of the way. So power's gonna run to here. We want to hide this. It's gonna have to go here. Good old table sag. Wish they would get rid of that. It's not really necessary. I mean, it makes sense if you're doing like long runs, but short runs, you should be able to pull that stuff tight, right? Watched someone play a stream. It says VR. Interesting. How was that? I guess I've never seen a VR stream, period, but how does that get broadcast? I mean, what do you see? You see what he sees? Or she? I don't know who it was, but where the hell am I going to pull power from? That's interesting. I don't know how much I'd like that. I mean, it may be cool to try, right? But I just don't know. Where the hell do I want to pull power from? It was pretty bad at the game. But the visuals were badass, right? Alright, we're just gonna hide power somewhere over here. Sure. Get it hid in these foundations. Quartz. So we should be able to get rid of this guy now, and these should all have power. Yep. And yep. Okay. You know what I wanted to do? I mean, I guess I could do it now. So I built these during the last stream. I'm thinking about making a blueprint for these, so I don't have to do it again. But for the life of me, I don't remember the angle. I think 33 degrees. Nah, it wasn't 33. I think this one was 33. This one was 18. Meant to write it down. Let's see. Yeah, that one was 18 and this one's 33. Yeah. Alright, I think I want to do that real quick. Let's do a Mark 4. I don't really need to, the height doesn't matter. Height doesn't matter as much as just getting it. How many did I need? This one was 3 of them, right? 2 of them. All right, so that one's 2. Oops. Because these should match. Oops. Oh, well, look at that. If I leave the curve on, it follows it. Huh. That's kind of cool. I don't want to put curve on for this, though. I can add lights. I mean, the quartz one, we didn't have lights under this section. So do I want to build this up so I can put lights underneath it and just change the color, or just add? I probably do. Let's call this temp inside catwalk. We're gonna end up deleting this. Save, clear. Actually, why don't I see? Let's just do this. I guess it won't matter. We just need to get it up in the air. Let's just set these to white because oops, nope. We use this as a universal one, right? This can be for every single blueprint. And then we'll just change the color accordingly. All right, so we're gonna save this as Ingot Factory blueprint. Inside walkway. Where do I want to put this? I probably should make it my own. Let's just stick it in quartz for now, because that's where we're at. But we probably ought to make our own, another subcategory. All right, we want half foundation. This guy. And then we want purple. All right, let's go into our blueprints. Move a bunch of this stuff around. I'm gonna add a subcategory. Where's the subcategory? Here we go. Ooh, what do we want to? Interior. Just in blueprint interior, maybe? Blueprint interiors. And then this guy can go here. And then can I move him up? I can move him up. Probably wants to be up at the top, so that I can get to it quickly. By changes. Nice. Alright, I missed some chat here. Nice. In total, you need turn 72 degrees. If you divide 72 by the number of segments you want and turn, you get your angle. Yeah. Blueprint icons, there's no 1 meter normal concrete. There's a half. Oh, I used the half one. I guess when you're talking about when I was selecting that. All right, so let's clear this. Let's see if it works first of all. Hello. I mean, I knew it was going to be an issue with oh, it needed to be 3. Wait a minute, something's not right. Something's not right. Why did that do that? Because I rotate it first. Which I'm not going to be able to do while nudging or with a blueprint, because I cannot. Interesting. So what we probably need to do. This is what we need to do. This is what we need to do. Boom, boom, boom. What in the world are you doing here? Oh, I still have it on. Love it on curve mode. I want to save it as this one. Temp inside cat. Well, no. Probably should just save it as its own. Then go back and delete, clean some of those up that we're not using. All right. Temp. Catwalk 2. Yeah, that's what we needed. That's what we needed to do. We needed to set the, where am I going? Boom, 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 boom. No, that's not what we want either. Damn it. I mean, right there. That's weird because if you do it from here, right? I look the right direction. Well, even, see, it sticks out even a little bit here. I mean, I don't know if that's... Let's try a different angle. What is that, 33? Then we try, what, 34? I mean, you're still going to have this nasty... This is just not going to meet up very well. I think 36 is going to push it further. It's going to probably make this... I'll try 36, but isn't it going to make that gap more noticeable? Yeah, see, look. Ooh. Fell down. So now it's sticking out past here at 36. Unless we do this. Come from this side. No, no, no. No, no, no. Thank you. We came from both sides. Oh, you son of a bitch. Stop it. So technically you could do that. Just run one from each direction. But how in the hell am I going to do that on a blueprint? I don't know. Hmm. So maybe this smaller one, I don't, well, see, look, I still got this nasty effing gap right here. Oh, wait, that's the other one I built. This one. Yeah, so this one I need to redo. So in theory, we should be able to do that. And it filled it in. Yeah. So maybe this smaller one, this inside one, I just built it, right? Maybe this outside one is the easier one to do to blueprint it. Let's try that. Clear. I say it's going to be easier. I don't think it's actually going to be easier. How many was it? Probably just 4. Yeah, it's 4. One, 2, 3, 4. And we can delete that one. And this should work. I don't want that on. Let's just do default. Ooh, I should have set this in. Oh, no, it'll fit. I was going to say that's going to be outside the blueprint. But it is not. It's close, though. I placed them where they're connecting. I don't know which one they're connecting to. I mean, I put the little walls there first, right? But I don't know which one it's actually grabbing, to be honest. Oh, see, I knew it. I knew it was gonna happen. That's right. Because we gotta raise this up anyway. Temp long catwalk. Nice. All right, let's set these to white since we're going to use them on all of them. All right, I'm happy with this. All right, so we're going to call this Ingot Satisfactory. Blueprint. Long side catwalk. That's too much stuff, but oh well. Well, it works. This is a long section for Ingot factory blueprints. Factory. Okay, that's gonna go there. Same half 1 meter. Why not? Save. All right, let's try this. Where's it at? There it is. Okay, I already see one thing that we can do. Don't need... We don't need the railing on the last section. Do we even want the last section? Do we even want the last section? So let's get rid of you. Definitely need to get rid of these. Okay, so if I did that... No, thank you. I'm tempted to just not have this last one. Oh, don't blueprint. Let's just take this last one out and see what... I can always add it back in fairly easily, actually. Right. Oh, I was at the end. I was like, why is it not letting me type anything? Okay, if this one works, we'll delete the other one. Kinda sucks that I have to nudge it so far, but oh well. Alright, so we're good. And that's as good as it's gonna be. It's right on the edge there. Almost like it's not quite 8. No. Alright, let's place it. And what if we do... Yeah, it's similar to the other one. Like, I just need to have... It's like just that one side just needs to be... And if I really wanted to get picky, I could do that. And this I don't mind. This is going to be hidden Like, you're never going to come back here and see this. That's a little annoying. Not gonna lie, but again, it's not the end of the world. For the most part, that's pretty good. Oh, come on. Oh, I gotta fill this one in. All right, so I'm happy with this. Let's go here. Edit. That one goes away. I don't know if we necessarily need this. This is just a whole bunch of temple. Ooh, fly. Place the barriers on the wall. We talked about that. C to crouch. Yep. Not a line. That was probably from when I was screwing with it a few minutes ago. You're on the PC now. Not much difference. There's only so yeah. I'm only sending. Yeah, I mean Twitch only gets 720, so you probably will never see a difference over there for sure. Man, it's only been an hour. It feels like it's been 2 hours. And granted, I've only worked on like one thing here. All right, so let's play with this one and see. So we decided we're gonna do not hitting tab. How's that sound? We're just gonna do a 36 and a 36. Oh shit, there's more options here? Oh, that's for parallel mode. Okay. Circle mode. I didn't know there was other freaking modes. Oh. Well, now I'm gonna have to go play with that. Alright, yeah, that's fairly simple for those. I don't mind doing that. That's not bad. And then we can go here, here. And we'll have to nudge the hell out of these, but I don't mind. And then just a simple fill this gap in. 18, negative 18. All right, that's not bad. That's not bad. Now, I don't know what we're gonna do here, but that's for another time. I'm not gonna worry about that right now. All right, let's move on to what's next? Concrete. On to the concrete. Logistics. I'm probably gonna take a real quick break. I need some coffee. Use the restroom. Okay, yeah, we're gonna have to bring this. I want to make sure this is the same. I don't want to run all this and it's be a different height. 1, 2, 3, 6. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Yeah, on the bottom of 3. Okay. Okay, got the base set. All right, let me go take a break real quick. I want to say I made a new be right back screen. Guess we're gonna find out. If not, it's gonna be my old one. So hang tight. I'm gonna throw that on and I'll be back in a few minutes. All right, I'm back. Need to add some hold music to the Be Right Back screen. Well, let me leave it on here real quick. It's the first time I've used it, so thanks for the feedback. I'll turn it up a little bit. Always sounds a little bit different when I'm making them opposed to I set the volumes down so I don't blare them out. All right, where were we? Oh, we were going to get onto this. Yeah, for sure. I think I just, when I made that video or that montage or whatever, I think I set the volumes too low before I rendered it. So I just adjusted. I can adjust it in the mixer on OBS the next time I throw it on. All right. Perfect. All right, now I need to play around with. So what I did over here, let me go back and remind myself. Let me remind myself. So I brought all the totals in. What did I do? I did per floor. So I broke this up because I needed 780. I'm trying to remember what the hell I did. I did 780 and then I broke these up into 303, 303. Yeah, so I just broke them up per floor. So I need to do the same thing over here. You're about to do a rebuild of your entire playthrough. Like start brand new or just start like your current playthrough and delete and go from there and use your existing kind of progressions. All right, so we need I'll just throw a handful of these down. All right, so we need 1440 per floor. Of limestone. Delete your existing stuff and just start fresh, but with your, yeah, I mean, that makes more sense. Because that's, even though it's, the start of the game is so just, it drags on and on and on and on to get to a point to where you can actually do builds like this that, yeah, it could be fun, but it's also a little annoying. All right, so 1440 is a 780 and a 660. Can't wait for we have to automate singularity cells. Yeah, that's so far down the road. I mean, I'm looking forward to it. Don't get me wrong, right? Like, I think once, not I think, I know once I get this mess done, complete, aesthetics and everything, the rest of the factories aren't going to be as massive as this, and it'll go a little bit quicker, but I think the next big task is going to be the train network. Like, that's going to take multiple streams to get done. All right, so we need a 780 and a 660 per floor. Of limestone, and then 2 600s of water. Oops. So that means we need one. I need to connect power up to this, or I'm not going to be able to get up too high. I haven't either, and I cheated because I downloaded the curve builder mod, and that helped me get my curves. Vanilla wise, I couldn't get it. I know there's a bunch of guys that have done it, you know, have videos out there. It's so frustrating. I said, screw it, I'm gonna get the curve builder mod and be done with it. Well, I mean, I say cheated, right? It's a matter of perspective. If Coffee Stain didn't want people to go and mod their things, they wouldn't make it moddable. So I don't know if it's necessarily cheating. I mean, I'm trying to keep this to a bare minimum. Like, I've got Sky UI, I've got Pack Utility so I can fly around, I've got the inventory mod, right? Just because these builds are so big. And then I've got that curve builder. So I guess curve builder is kind of the most extreme that I've got on here. All right, so how many floors do we got? 1, 2, 3. Got 3 full floors. So we're gonna need 3 780s and 3 660s. And then 6 600s. And then what's the top floor? Okay, the top floor is gonna be 540 and 450. Uh, 540 top floor. Actually, it's gonna, well, I'll put 450 here, even though it's gonna be a 500, right? I mean a 600 type Mark II. Those will be for my outputs. All right, so we need 780 plus 780 plus 70 plus 660. Come on, fingers. 4860, is that right? Let me look at my concrete, wet concrete. 4920 is what I'm showing. What did I get here? 4860. Ruh-roh. What is off? 1440 times 3 plus 540. All right, so do I not have the top floor right? What did I get off? 75%. Why did I do this? Now I'm gonna have to go back and remember. That's 50%. Why are these at 75? All those are at 75. Did I do my math wrong? Hold on. 90. 90 times 4 is 360, and then these are 240. 600. That's correct. I just did the math. I did the math wrong. I just did the math wrong. Now, blueprints are right. I just did the math wrong. Technically, I don't need these for this floor. I don't need any of this. I just need to know what the total per floor output is, or input output. So then let me check my math on my water. This is 75 times 4 plus 50 times 4. 200 basically. So 500 on the water. I just did the math wrong. I must have been late. Really late or really early in the morning when I was messing with this. So this is 600. This is 500. So 1200 times 3 is 3600. 4100 water. Yeah, that's what I got in the Satisfactory tools. Okay, we got it right. All right, so that means I need 4920 divided by 780. I need 7 belts of 780 coming in. Three of them full. We should probably start with the full ones. You're at work, so you can't play very much. Yeah, I mean they frown upon that, right? Unless you got quick fingers, you can hide it real quick. Shoot. So how we want to do this? Let me run back over here. This is the one drawback that I have taking so many days in between streams is I forget what the hell I do. All right, so we ran on the center line. It is on the center line. The 780 belts we ran along the center line. So I think we need to keep that up. And I started center and went out from there. So let's do that. Boom, 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 boom. You bring a gaming laptop to work? Nice. I'm so busy during the day, I can't even think about anything besides work. It's just non-stop. All right, so we said we started at center. I need to build these other floors. It would be beneficial, right? Oh, you know what I did find? I can't really show you right now. In surplus, you'll get a kick out of this. Actually, I can show. Oh, let me show you on this. All right, so here's a wall, right? I built all these blueprints. Look at this shit. I don't know what the hell I did. And I checked every single one. I was fiddling around with some exterior stuff offline. And it was actually on the quartz factory. I was building some exterior walls just to kind of see what I kind of wanted to do, right? It's like, why is this shit not lining up? And I couldn't figure it out for like an hour. And then I was like, oh, wait a minute. And then you get this BS. It amplifies as you go up, obviously. See that? So I'm obviously not rebuilding this entire thing. So we're going to live with it. And y'all are going to be the only ones that are going to know about it because I'm never going to mention it again. But that being said, I need to think about that because look over here. Let me show you. I know this is extremely not good. Look at this. So I'm gonna ignore it on this factory since it's only 3 floors, right? But look. And that might explain this shenanigans that I was showing you earlier. Yeah, look at this BS. So, that being said, the good thing is I'm never going to have those connected like that. Well, I say that because, you know, I'm going to carry these walkways through this area, hopefully. But yeah, I don't even know if I can, like, that's not even a nudge, right? That's more than a nudge. I don't know what I did. It has to be probably something to do with where I placed these lights at the top of the, yeah. So I placed these lights at the top of the blueprints, and then I just plopped the other ones right on top. And that's the only thing I can think what happened. But that doesn't also make sense either because the difference between these aren't a full nudge or even a half nudge. So I don't know. Yeah, it's 1 light thickness. Exactly. So like if you look at this, let's see if this one did the same thing. I didn't check all of them. Yeah, look. So, you know, the only way we could really combat this is coming off of here. Oh, I can't even meet up with this angle. I don't even know how to do that. Maybe put a... Yeah, Jonathan, I'm on Twitch also. So what if I did that? Yeah, see, that's not going to work. This is not going to want to go on top of that. Mother effer. Blueprint it in blueprint mode. You're talking about these floors? Probably going to have to, right? Yeah, I forgot about this until right now when we started to do this, that I found that a couple of days ago, and I chose on purpose to forget it. I don't know how I'm gonna fix this. I mean, I should build a blueprint with a light. Yeah, we're gonna have to do this. Let's see if this works. Shoot. You know, I probably should do... turn it the other way. It won't matter because I'm going to delete it. Never mind. I can just do that. Logistics. Caps is on. Logistics. 4. No. All right, so technically... this should work, right? Not the nudge. Or this should be the same height. They built the blueprints exactly the same. Ha ha ha! That did it. Got a winner. And then I just delete this. Okay, problem solved. Feel like that's definitely in the wrong spot. Oh, I've got it backwards, that's why. No, I don't. No, I don't. 1, 2, 3, 4. No, I don't want to delete the blueprint. Okay. Yes, train station's gonna go out here. And it's gonna have to be massive. So, let me show you. So, like these floors here, where all the logistics are, I'm gonna have to bring out that way somewhere. Clear, delete. Okay, well now we solved the problem of the not level. Well, it makes me kind of want to go redo these over here. Well, we'll think about that. We'll think about that. All right, let's do all of the so we need 3 full 780s. Yes, that is a definite problem for Future Bird. Oops, we need to go here, here, here. Okay. So what I had to do, last time, brought that to there. Yeah, yeah. Okay, that's all the 780s. Bring those, go ahead and bring those down. No, let's not bring them down because we need to figure out the other ones. So we need, what do we need? 3 660s and a 780. One. No, I think I pushed that back. Dang it. Let's go over and look. I think I was having problems hitting that to where it looked like a decent curve. I want to say I pushed this. I did push it back. Look right here. I pushed it back one full floor hole size. So that one needs to be deleted. So 1, 2, those are the 3 660s. Where do I want to put the 540? Or the 600, I mean. Probably here. These are all Mark V also. This is gonna have to be 660. How do I want to denote that? I just know that the front side's 780s and the back ones are the reduced ones, so that's fine. Oh, I gotta put all those in. Alright, sounds good. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold the phone. Wait a minute, what the hell did I just do? I was deleting this one. It actually kind of worked. Hold on. It actually kind of worked. I don't know why it didn't work on the court side. Those... Maybe it's because I didn't like that. Yeah, that's why I did that. Let's just keep it consistent. I don't mind there being a little bit of gap there. Alright, so this one doesn't need to be there. That's why I got thrown off. Oh, we need to do one more floor. 2, 3, 4. Okay. So these are all... $660, $660, $60, $600. I need to label those. These are all the 700s or 780s. reach those. How far can I reach? How far? How far? Ah, got it. Got it there. Slime. No, lime. That one's 660, one's 660, this one's 600. These are all 780s. Okay. So fairly simple. We just have to peel off a Mark II. Three times. 120 times 3. We'll have 360. And then 2 Mark IIs. Okay, I may not have left enough room for myself. With my elevator placement. Don't think I can make this turn here, can I? Oh, I can. No, I can't. Why was it? What the hell is it doing? Okay, it definitely does not like that. Okay, so maybe we do... Yeah, I'm gonna run right into that elevator. I mean, I can go vertical. Kind of want to avoid that, but you know what we could do here? This is what we can do. Let's try to make it more complicated than we can. Come on. Okay. All right, so we're peeling off. How do we want to do this? I could just do regular splitters. I don't need smart splitters. How much room am I going to need? So I'm going to merge in 360. Start here. Technically, we could do that. So we need Mark 2s we're taking off. This is a 780. Or I'm gonna make this as most economical as possible. I mean, it's straightforward. I know how to do it. I'm just trying to like use less space. Bum, bum, bum. Yeah, I know. I mean, this one, I'm gonna definitely have to do that when I get over to the iron and copper and stuff. These, I'm not too concerned about using a little bit of floor space. So this is a merger. Putting 240 into that one. Mark 3. Bum, bum. Hmm. Oh, I don't want a curve, I want a default. Bum, 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 bum. Oh, I didn't move that up before. Well, I can do it. I completely put that in the wrong spot. That's not going to work. All right, let's try this again. That's where we want it. Okay, that works. And then the last one goes here. Nah, I don't want to do that. I could just do this. Yeah, it's about. I'll talk it through once I'm done. I'm in my head right now. It'll help when I put the signs down, because I put signs down so I don't forget. Here, let me start throwing the signs down. So we got 780. You only need one belt balancer. Impressive. Okay, those are 3 780s. These are 3 780s. Of course it screws. Of course it screws. All right, so so these are full 3 780s that go up. We know that. These 780s need to be the 660s, which is just taking 120 off, which is Mark II, right? So I've got the 780 coming in, pulling off a Mark II to go into this merger. Then I got 780 coming into this one, 120 pulling off of this one, going to the same merger. So this is 240 going out here. And then I have 120 coming off of this 780 line. So this is 360 going in here. So I need 240 coming out of this. I need 240. This needs to be 240. Somehow, some way. Yeah, I'm thinking either just no Mark. I'm a Mark III, two Mark IIs. So I may bring in 5 780 lines, 6, 7 780 lines. Peel off 240 to go to here, and then just let one back up. Or I bring a Mark III in. And just put it on a smart splitter. Well, I don't have Mark III miners yet, so that's gonna be the next. Excuse me, I'm yawning. That's gonna be the next conundrum, right? Is gonna be, do I want to put? Do I want to go ahead and I need to try to get to Mark III miners before I start pumping stuff into this, or am I just gonna do Mark II till I get to Mark III and then go back and replace them? I don't know. I mean, I have to build them. I have to build them. belt-wise. I can buy the parts with the coupons? Really? Oh, I'd have to go back all the way over to the hub to see what I need. Don't I have to unlock the stuff that I need first? I don't even know if I've unlocked it, is the problem. Yeah, see, oh, supercomputers. Where's the wiki? Let me get to the wiki. Search miners. Miners. What do you need for Mark III? Mark III. Come on, scroll down. Turbo motors, portable miners, obviously, fused modular frames, and supercomputers. Yeah, so I'd have to unlock turbo motors and fused modular frames. But yeah, I mean, I potentially could buy them, sure. All right, so I'm gonna kind of just leave this open-ended like this right now. I'm not gonna connect it up to anything. Well, one, because we're gonna have distribution. I need to squeeze some there through here. We may run distribution, like the outputs along the ceiling. I don't know. So what's our output? Let's look at our output. Kind of blocked it here, but we've got, well, let me get back over to here. 3280. We're gonna have 4 780s coming out of this sucker that are gonna have to come down here. I mean, everything's gonna run this way, right? So four 780s. I need 5 belts. Oh, come on. Alright, so these are all the... Oh, is it really doing that? I thought they fixed this. Look at this. See the little curve in that? So annoying. Still doing it. Look, it's good. Straight, straight, not straight. Look at that. Ridiculous. Ridiculous. Yeah, it has to do with something with if you're in curved mode or default, and then you start running it, and then you switch over to straight. Like there's something there that just it thinks that it wants to do something differently, and just it won't get off of it. But you can run the little segment like I did, right? And then it straightens itself back up. It's just stupid. It's no fun. All right, so these are all the inputs. Probably should put these here, right? Yeah. This one needs to be 240. 240. All right, so not sure what we're going to do with the concrete outputs. I mean, obviously they got to go the same way, right? If I can ever so slightly delete all these feet. Nice. Okay. Okay. We're making some progress here. I guess let's do the output, right? And then we can do water. So that one actually should have gone back. Well, no, because we're going to merge these. So we got what, 960 coming out? Yeah. These are 180, so this should be Mark III, right? Yes. I really probably should start at the top. No, I shouldn't. I mean, I can at least get the standard Mark V. The right height. Hope if you put it the right direction. What the hell is this glitch? That was weird as hell. Maybe we just need to run down to the, up from the bottom. Oh, these are off. Yeah, that would make sense. That would 100 make sense. 100% makes sense. Okay. The quantum tunnel. Yeah, exactly. Wrong one. This one. There we go. That should be better. No. What in the hell is going on? Okay, we'll start down here. You can act like that. What the? All right, that's why is that doing that? Maybe once I put the bottom down here, it'll do something. Nope. All right, well, this one, the new one on me. What the hell? I mean, if you do this, it doesn't. No, it's not too long because it's the same height as these. These worked fine. I don't know. That's weird. I mean, if I didn't have enough aluminum, it wouldn't let me. Yeah, I mean, I've got 2,000. Maybe it's just a, like, if I log out, save, and reload, it'll be there. I mean, how about we just do this? Test it out. put a stack of modular frames in here. I mean, it works. Looks stupid as hell, but it works. It's got to be like if I log out and, you know, come back in, it's... What if I do this? See, it's showing there before it builds. I don't know. I'm not going to screw with it. We'll do a reload next stream. I'll do it offline and see if it's fixed itself. I don't know what else to do. All right, let's do, so we've got 180 times 3. Oops. 540. So we can do a Mark 5. We'll start with a Mark 3. Okay, well, this will still be. Oh, we need to throw. $360. This would be Mark 4. I don't know if you can upgrade. That's in the wrong spot anyway. I don't know if you can upgrade below a vertical merger, i.e., let me show you. So this only needs to be Mark 3 coming from that floor, right? And then I'm gonna, oh, see, it's doing the same thing. Hello. Ridiculous. All right, where's our... merger? Okay. Where does this need to go? It doesn't matter. I can only put it, I guess we'll put it there. That's super annoying too. Look. It's either there or there, or there or there. I can't. What if I did this? This really needs to be there. Alright, that may have done it. Nope. Ridiculous. Alright, so this is Mark 3. I need this to be Mark 4. Can I upgrade this? If I do, it upgrades the... No, it did upgrade it. Mark 4, Mark 3. Huh, cool. Okay, and then I can run Mark 4 here. And then this needs to be Mark 5. So we should have 3 Mark 5s here. Mark 5, Mark 5, Mark 5, Mark 5. Yeah. Okay, that's all the out. No, it's not all the outputs. We got the 2 over here. Ah. We didn't. What's the output? 60 times 4, 240. 40 times 4 is 160, so 400. To be honest, we probably should reverse course and bring it down this way. Hmm. Ooh, I have 2 followers on Twitch. Nice. Thanks for letting me know. I didn't even notice. Making progress. All right, why are you doing this? No, 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 no. I want to go that way. We're reversing. I'm going the wrong way. Here we go. Oh, I gotta delete that. Bum, bum, bum. Jonathan, you got on Twitch just to see the chat, but the video kept acting strange. Really? Huh. This stuff is so, like... It's weird how one person can have an issue and the other person can't. I can't. I can barely tell. That's not what I wanted. Oh, that is what I wanted to do. Everything looks fine on my end, so... Alright, what the hell was I doing? Oh, I gotta put Mark 4s now. Alright, we successfully... flipped that course distribution output going the other way. Not having issues, some packet loss from time to time, but that's it. You're on the way to 10,000 channel points. There you go. I need to spend some time going through. Probably need to watch a YouTube video, to be honest, on... I just don't know how... some of the Twitch stuff, since I'm so, like, brand new to it, I don't know how some of that stuff works. I need to just, like, take a few minutes and just loot. Yeah, that's what I've kind of heard, but I don't know. That's the one problem. I think I said it on the last time I is when on Twitch, I get so many of those. I'm sure they're bots or people or whatever, just trying to sell their, hey, you don't have overlays and you don't have this. This is like, I don't want it. So, yeah, go away. All right, what the hell was I doing here? What was I doing here? Let's go here. Probably help if I just did this. There we go. YouTube delay kills it for you. Yeah, I mean, for people that don't want to chat and talk and do all that stuff, I don't. The delay I don't think is an issue, right? If they're just listening and watching, sometimes they're not even watching. I do seem to get, I think, sometimes when I'm early in the morning like this, that's gonna clip through there. Damn it. I do notice some of these streams when I'm early in the morning, I get the, it seems like YouTube kicks me the people that are sleeping that have autoplay on. Bad as that clipping. It's pretty bad. Not gonna lie. I think I'm gonna move that over. I don't like that. Yeah, you've told me that you play the FS 22. I opened 25 back up the other day, just to mess around with it, and well, one, see how many of the mods that I had needed to be updated. The hell am I going? And I played for about, oh, it's right on that line. Played for about a half an hour or so. It is, unfortunately. I'm kind of pissed I spent the money on 25, to be honest. I think we talked about this before. Is 25 is just a reskin of 22. Like they didn't. There's nothing new about it. Like, and that's super frustrating. Yeah, I've got both of them, and like if I had 22 up on one screen and 25 up on another screen, I couldn't tell you which one was which. I literally couldn't tell you. So they added wood pellets. Well, they added rice too, right? Which I've never, in 25, I haven't done rice. But that's just not something I'm gonna do. It's like doing cotton. I don't like doing cotton for some reason. No, not cotton. Sugar beets, like the sugar beets and potatoes and shit like that. Nah, I do not have the patience for that. You love beets? You're a glutton for punishment then. It's fun. Well, I mean, it may be. I just haven't done it in forever. The first time was enough to make me not to ever want to do it again. I may revisit it at some point. Like cotton sugar, sugarcane potatoes, and chaff. Yeah, you like all the... You're the complete opposite of 99% of the other... of all FS 22 and 25 players. Everybody's the standard wheat, sorghum, soybeans. What about, yeah, cows are good. Soybeans, yeah, do suck. What about, do you do sunflowers? No. They are useless. I mean, unless you want to turn them into the oil. You get good money for the oil. Okay, what the hell do we need to do? We need to run water. Where's my white foundation? 5x5 white. All right, what did we say we needed for water? Is it the wrong pattern? I'll go back and look at it. All right, so we needed 600s and a 5, so 600s. Oops. Well, this is going to be a effing mess. That did go the wrong way, didn't it? Running bottom left, top right, like that. All right, this is certainly going to be, so we need 6. Is it still wrong? Okay. All right, so we need 6, how do I want to do this? I don't even think I can fit 6 on here without... Yeah, fit 3 per. Okay, so if I know I can fit 3, let's switch this around. No, that was not, did not need to switch that around. I need to switch this around. This one should have been up. Damn it. Want a true gravity fed. Even if... Yeah, right there. I just didn't want that little bit of head lift to go into these. I wanted it to just flow right out. I did the same thing over on the quartz. I'll put some foundations under it. Now, the rest of these, they're all going down, so it doesn't really matter. But I need to figure out how I want to do. I mean, if I stack them here, I may need to raise that middle one, just if I want to keep the consistency. Hold on, let's see. Yeah, we're gonna have to raise that middle one by 2 also. Okay, we're going to take one this way. The rest will come this way. Okay. I think that's what I want to do. What the hell happened there? Okay, that's the right spot. Actually, I need to bring 2 this way because I got 2. I could just run this floor from there. So this is what I need to do. Not zoop those. One, 2, 3, 4. One, 2. That's the wrong one. All right. Those look level. Yes. All right. So now we need to bring them down to this level. How do we want to do that? We can come down the back side. We can do this number. We can do stackable. We're gonna have to come out and around. It's fine. Want to, didn't go far enough. Okay. That's straight. Yep, that's straight. All right. Okay. Oh, crooked. Are those? Okay, they're not. They look crooked as hell. All right. What kind of angle can I get? About all we can get, right? Those are a tad close. Just a tad. Here we go. Don't need those. Here we go. Full gravity fed. Voila. Okay, rinse and repeat for 2 more floors. Hold on. Hold on. So we need 4 buffers on this floor. Okay, so how are we going to strategically place 4 buffers? 1, 2. This would just do it like this, right? Okay, we need to think about this. So the water's going to be coming in here to fill. These are easy to branch off. Then we'll have to bring 4 pipes here and just slide this over. This is what I'm thinking. Because we're gonna have 7. make this easier so I just don't. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right, so those are 7 come in. All right, we'll see you later, surplus. And we're gonna have 4 coming off this way. Come on. Thank you. Actually, that one probably should go to this one, which is gonna be horizontal, vertical. Not far enough. You know what I could probably do? Oh, wait, this. Make it super easy. Okay, a little convoluted, but makes sense to me. So now we need to bring these along here. See how this is going to work. So I could do that. What else could I do? What else could I do? I mean, I'll have to turn these pretty quickly. Let's do straight mode if I can. that. Okay. That works. I mean, I could do that number. Hold on. Hmm. 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 Well, that's not ideal. Okay, try something else. We're gonna get there. Okay. Hmm. Don't want to slide this one over. I can. Yes, we do. Oh, goodness. Take 2, or 3, or 4, or 5. Okay, that just got super weird. I mean, it works, right? In theory. All right, so we got 4 to bring down. I may have to do a little jump up. I very well may have to do a little jump up. I'm concerned about that. I don't know if I'm concerned about that or not. All the tie-ins are there. Really need to go down. Kind of here, right? I don't know if I'm necessarily concerned about that head. Ooh, look at that. It's nasty. Why did that do that? Huh. Interesting. All right, so really, we're talking here. No. I mean, I could throw a pump on here. I don't. That's kind of cool looking. I'd incorporate that into some sort of design. All right. Whoa, what is this? Why is it doing that? Why is it? Should not be doing that. It's trying to catch the bottom side of it. That's weird. Alright, there's stuff's wigging out on me here. Guess we'll do it this way. Oh, come on. Hmm. All right, so let's take these two. We can do the same. Do the same thing we did on the top floor, or second, third, second to top, whatever. You know what I'm talking about. So we're coming down. It's on this here. Uh-oh, it's close. Hit this and this. That's straight. Oh, I don't feel like that's straight that direction. I don't feel like it's straight this direction. I don't feel like it's plumb. I guess it is. Got an even. Yeah, it is. Okay. Welcome back. I'm not gonna be going much longer, Surplus. It's 5:30 my time. I've got to get my daughter up for. I think I did this time. Come on. I did do that. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Make sure we don't interfere with. Okay, this is gonna be a problem. I didn't think about this. We've got the elevator going right there. I don't want to be right in front of... Okay, so let's redo this. I don't want to be directly in front of where that elevator is. So we probably need to do... this. See if this works in my head. In my head, this makes sense. Hmm. In my head, this makes sense. Her. How do we like this? It's not horrendous. Don't mind it. Alright, yeah, surplus, you said you're back, and you had some... Hell, I'm not even gonna try to pronounce that. Hashis? And I'm guaranteed that it's... I would butcher the last thing, the T-I-E-R, and I cannot pronounce that in French. I mean, in English, I mean, I'd pronounce that as tier, but I'm sure it's got some enunciation that I won't be able to nail. Alright, so we need to do the same thing. Actually, let me put this, I'm gonna put this elevator in so we have a point of reference. Oh, gotta delete that. And okay. Transport, we need to add our floors in. There. One there. I got this one off. T is a bit off. That's because of my floor issue. Is that what that's what that is? Cannot nudge it either. Excuse me. Yeah, this is gonna be a problem. Get this thing some power. I mean, these are not flush to begin with, and that's a known issue.
Any self-respecting factory needs an elevator.
I mean, that's not horrendous. I'm not gonna be taking these things all the time anyway, so. I'll live with it. Alright, where the heck were we? These pipes. Alright, let's see if we can't get this knocked out before I gotta call it a day. I can still hear that elevator music. Okay, that's super annoying. Too close. Put them too close. Plus, we need horizontal, vertical. Ooh, maybe it didn't put them too close. Okay. Hmm. Yeah, we didn't mean to do that, did we? Okay, but says these funky lifts. Concrete's done. White. Output. Four, Mark 5, Mark 5, 5, Mark 5, and Mark 5. So the only one that's Mark 4 is this one. Yeah, we'll just do that temporarily for now. Okay, let me throw my fly on. I want to yeah, I'm gonna after I get off, after I turn the stream off, I'm gonna you know, I'm gonna save it and then I'll load it back in. See if it fixes itself. All right, that's kind of cool. Now, when I get to these sons of bitches, I'm not gonna have enough. Like, I'm gonna have to use this side and this side and this side and this side. I may even have to make these bigger, right? I only made these 5x2s. I may need to make those like 5x3s, 5x4s. I don't know. I'm gonna pick a good spot for a screenshot. Ooh, that'd be kind of cool. Yeah. Look at that. I wonder if I could go. I think I crop it once I take the picture, but kind of like that. Zoom out just a hair. There we go. All right. Well, I'm gonna wrap it up. Surplus, we'll see you around. Jonathan, see you around. Everybody else, hope you had a great time. We'll catch you next time. It'll probably be, let me think. What's today? Friday morning for me. So this is Labor Day weekend in the US. So we've got Monday off. Going out of town Saturday, maybe Sunday. Monday, probably not, just because we'll be doing stuff. Tuesday, so Sunday, Tuesday, and actually next Wednesday is my birthday, and I was considering doing like a extended long day stream if I could finagle getting some time off of work, but that'll be kind of TBD. I know, I never changed that from last stream. That's Monday's streams list. I never put it to Friday. So anyway, I may jump on Sunday, Tuesday, Wednesday. I think those may be my days, but we'll see. Anyway, y'all have a good Friday, and we'll see you around.